What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. Today we are rebuilding the Kansas City Chiefs on Madden 24. This team is looking really good. Offensively, I really like what we have with Kadarius Toney, Marquise Brown, Xavier Worthy, not Kadarius Toney. He's not going to be a player of this team, but Marquise Brown, Rasheed Rice, Xavier Worthy, Mahomes, obviously. Isaiah Pacheco's a beast in Madden. A pretty young offensive line. Jawan Taylor's not the greatest, but everyone else on the offensive line is pretty dang good. Travis Kelce's a beast. Defensively, this is where I kind of want to go to work and figure out what I could fix. Karlaftis is a good player. Nenati in real life's a good player, but in Madden they're kind of sleeping on him a little bit, and I don't know if he's going to be here. Dana's pretty solid, but I think we could find a better D end. Definitely need to find a corner. We have McTuffie, but that's basically it. No real youth either. Linebackers are pretty solid. I think Chanel is 22, Bolton's like 23. Tranquil's a little bit older, but he's a good player. So I'm pretty happy with this linebacking core. I think you could add a safety maybe instead of Brian Cook. But yeah, get some corners, get a safety, figure out something with a D line, get yourself a really good end. I think this defense is really, really good, and you don't really have to fix an offense that's already overpowered. So let's get into our trades. We start off with a big trade here, getting Joey Bosa off of the Chargers, give up some backups and a first and a second, which is a lot of value. But I think Joey Bosa and Chris Jones are going to absolutely thrive. I'm expecting a lot of production out of him, paired with George Karlaftis on the other side. I don't know if I'm going to be adding a D tackle instead of Derek Donati because I don't know if we're another value to get someone good enough. So I think the focus now is shifting onto getting a good corner, and then we're going to look at safeties if we still have enough value, and then maybe a D tackle. Trade away even more value, but we get ourselves our corner. Jamel Dean's a young 26-year-old, so we're not really buying in too hard on giving up our future since we're still pretty young. But yeah, we get ourselves a pretty good second string corner. I believe we still have an okay third string guy, which isn't the greatest situation, but getting Jamel Dean is a perfect spot here. Now we kind of got to focus on seeing if we get a safety, and I think I have someone in mind. We go out and get Harrison Smith off of the Vikings, exactly who I was thinking of. He's a little bit older, so we didn't have to pay too much for a superstar 87 overall safety. Still had to give up a decent bit, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not as much as it is when you're trading for an 87 overall superstar dev trade player. He's more of the present type guy. Like he has no future. He's just gonna regress every single year. But if we get him what we need, like an Eric Weddle type year out of him, we're gonna be perfect. Ended up having enough value, and we were able to get Grover Stewart off of the Colts. I think this team is basically finalized and ready to be elite going into this season. Let's get into our building the roster. The roster is finalized. I think we're ready to go. This team looks pretty good. It's gonna be another Cowboy situation where I think we have a chance of being undefeated. Maybe not as good, but this team is still ridiculous. I'm hoping Xavier Worthy has a really, really good season. Maybe rookie of the year candidate. Who knows? Let's just get into this game. Let's get into the season, and I'll see you in the playoffs. Somehow playing for a wild card seed. We were 14-3. Ravens were 15-2. Wow. Bucks are 13-4. So there are some really good teams out there in the NFL this year. We were one of them, obviously. Patrick Mahomes had an insane year. Not a lot of touchdown, shockingly enough, but threw a lot of yards. Maybe MVP candidate, I don't know. Isaiah Pacheco, very, very good year. Rasheed Rice did well. Marquise Brown did well. Xavier Worthy did solid. Kelsey, not great. But yeah, this team looked pretty good. Bolton had a pretty solid year. Bosa, Stewart had a really good year. Karlaftis didn't do great. McDuffie had a pretty good year. Yeah, so this team is pretty average, weirdly enough. But still 14-3. You have Mahomes, you're always a chance to win it all. So let's get into this game. Home field advantage against the Bengals. Big game here. I think we're going to smoke them, to be honest, but you never honestly know. Up 3-0. Make it 10-0. Come on. Make it 17-0. This is what I like to see. 17-3 now. Come on. 20-3. 20-10. 20-17. Come on, no way. 23-17, we get out of there with a win. Great game. Patrick Mahomes takes down the Bengals, and we move on. Divisional round matchup against the Buffalo Bills. Now, we are definitely the better team at a 92 overall versus their only 85 overall. They still have Josh Allen, who's a very, very good player, but I think we're going to win this game. Let's get into it. You know how this works. Huge game here against the Bills. We don't have home field advantage. They must have won maybe a head-to-head matchup or more division wins, but that is okay. Huge game here. Let's see how we start. With the lead 7-0. Come on. Make it 10-0. Keep it going. 13-0 to end a half. We're looking like we're playing pretty well here. Harrison Smith apparently got an interception, which is cool. 13-7. 13-14. We're down now. Field goal. Oh my God, we win. Terrible game. Terrible game. We did nothing until like the final seconds. I wonder when we scored that field goal, how much time was left on the clock. Let's see. 22 seconds. So from the second half, for second quarter, we get 2 field goals and then just done. That's cool. Well, we move on. Thank gosh. Let's get to our next game. Going against the Baltimore Ravens, 15-2. They were the best team in the entire NFL. I remember now that I forgot to check who won MVP and some awards, so let's do that real quick. Lamar was MVP. Sick. Back to back. And Offensive Player of the Year. Oh no. Rashee Rice, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Sick. Pacheco, best running back. And no other Chiefs, it looks like. Cool. This is a good team we're playing then. I'm a little bit scared. Lamar is going to be a beast. You know how this works, so let's get into it. Huge game here. We do not have home field advantage. Let's see if we can make the most of it like we did last time against the Bills. This team is very, very, very good. But come on. We can do this. I know it. Come on. We started out up 7-0. They quickly tied the game up 7-7. Make it 14-7. Come on. 21-7 us. This is huge. They get a score right before half. They 21-14, but we make it 28-14. 28-21 now. 35-21. They take a long drive, but still get a touchdown. And we drain the clock. 35-28. We win, beating Lamar Jackson. We're going on to the Super Bowl. Let's go. We're on to the Super Bowl going against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 9 overall difference between the two teams. We should smoke them. Come on, let's get into this one. Mahomes versus Baker Mayfield. I believe this was the Super Bowl, right? I don't remember, but let's get into this. I guess not Baker Mayfield, it's Brady, but come on now. See how this goes. They start off 7-0. They're really strapping up our offense a little bit, but we make it 7-7. Make it 14-7. Come on. 14-14. 17-14. We take a lead. We make it 24-14, and we win. Let's go. The Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, get the 3-peat, beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who beat them in real life. That went with Brady. Wow. What a win. See who the Super Bowl MVP was. Look at the season recap. Isaiah Pacheco. Wow. Let's see what he did. Must have been pretty insane if he won that Super Bowl MVP. Let's go to stats and awards. Schedule. Come on. Schedule. Team schedule. Postseason. Super Bowl. What a win. Mahomes had a pretty solid game. 2 touchdowns, 89 yards. Check out a very, very good game. And that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you all for watching, and peace.